What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. So I've got Crystal with me here today because she's gonna be asking some questions and we're gonna be doing a Q&A. So I reached out on Instagram the other day and asked if anybody had any questions for me because I was intending to do this video. And I got so many questions and I have grouped them into a few different categories. The first one being like lifestyle kind of stuff. The second one being nutrition and supplementation. And then the third one being workout and fitness related stuff.
So I'm going to ask the questions. If you guys don't remember, this is kind of like an Ask Me Monday, but it's not a Monday, but we know that you guys miss these videos. We're in nature. Should we get started?
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to say first, I got a whole bunch of questions on like shaving my head and you know what I'm thinking of it now and how Crystal likes it, and if veganism made me lose my hair, if it was creatine, all sorts of stuff. So I'm gonna save that for another video and I'll do that soon. And then I also got a whole bunch of questions on my workout split and my workout routine, exactly what I do, and I think that deserves its own dedicated video.
For sure, because that's very nuanced. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of footage we can take and we'll make it really good for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And I think I have found like the perfect workout split to maximize gains so you don't get too tired and to hit all the body parts and everything in a week. So I'll go over that. But yeah, let's get down this steep hill first and then
like I'm gonna fall.
And then we'll get into the questions.
This is not as steep as, oh my God. Oh, almost went down like a sack of potatoes there.
So we're gonna be walking along kind of the edge of this like river that's near our house, and it's actually a really popular swimming spot. And I'm thinking I might jump in after. We'll see how warm it is when we finish this and like how light it is still. So we gotta be careful.
Yeah. All right, so the first question is, have you always lived a healthy lifestyle, or is this something you decided in adulthood?
So I definitely did not always live a healthy lifestyle. I've always been active, and that has allowed me to like maintain a healthy weight for most of my life. Like I used to be big into trail running. I still love trail running, but that was like my main thing. So even though I ate very unhealthy, I was able to kind of continue to do the things that I love and, like I said, maintain a healthy weight. But I was like a partier. I would drink. I do not do that sort of stuff anymore, and I feel so much better. And yeah, as far as the healthy eating goes, I thought it was like healthy to add like broccoli to like Mr. Noodles or something like that. So I definitely didn't live a healthy life back then. I would go to fast food restaurants and that sort of stuff. So it wasn't until like probably my mid-20s that I really started to care about my health and what I ate.
Next question. Did you become vegan all at once, or did you allow yourself a transition period?
So I've told this story a bunch, but basically I did allow myself a little bit of a transition period. And it wasn't that I allowed myself that, but it was just sort of like the natural evolution of, how I came to like learn things and how my diet evolved over time. So I just started to, really care about the animals and realizing that, the animals in the animal agriculture industry are treated absolutely horribly. So I wanted to try and help that. Started to eat more grass-fed stuff, more, organic, free range and all that kind of stuff. And then I kind of realized, well, I'm not really helping to save any animals' lives. So, just kept on moving towards a vegan diet. And it was probably over the course of maybe like 2 or 3 months that I sort of did that. Eggs were the very last thing that I was eating because I just couldn't figure out any other breakfast ideas. Like I loved fried egg on toast or, egg scrambles. But then once I learned how to make tofu scramble, I realized how amazing like smoothies were and, all the other vegan breakfast options there are. It was no looking back from there.
This is a big question.
Okay.
Are you natty, and have you always been? The question on everyone's mind.
So it's always an honor to get this question, because to think that your physique can look unnatural to people is like the best compliment you can have. But yes, I am 100% natural, always been natural. I've never taken any steroids or any anabolics or I don't know, whatever else there is, anything to alter my hormones, anything like that. So no, 100% natural. I do take creatine, protein powder, that sort of stuff. But as far as what this person's talking about being like full natty, I think they're talking about like testosterone and other steroids. And no, I've never taken anything like that. Ooh, let's go down here for the next question. It's so nice. Look at this.
How do you talk to non-vegans that are interested in how you eat without sounding pushy?
So of course this depends on the person you're talking to and sort of like what they're interested in and what aspects of veganism they're interested in. Like if they're asking you about food related questions, I wouldn't go into like the whole ethical aspect of things because that's going to kind of like turn them off, and vice versa. I always try and approach it with like a really positive light, and I try and make it seem, which it is, nice and fun and easy. And I show them like some of my meals that I eat on my phone. I tell them about my YouTube channel, and I just tell them that I don't worry about protein, and I've been doing this for 15 years, and I don't have to supplement very much, and I get all the nutrients I need. My blood tests come back all positive all the time, and all the amazing wide variety of foods that I eat. And yeah, I just try and make it seem fun and healthy and positive, and just tell them if they have any specific questions that you're open to answer those, because then a lot of people, they'll be embarrassed to ask something, or they won't really think about asking anything else. And then once you kind of open that door, then they might have some more questions. So yeah, that's about it, I guess.
What's your favorite part about being a content creator?
My favorite part about being a content creator. Well, I mean, this is definitely one of them. Like, I'm working right now, and look what I'm doing. And I'm out here just enjoying nature and helping people and connecting with my audience. So this is definitely one of my favorite parts about it. The fact that I have total creative control over what I do. Like, I've always worked for people my entire life, and it's been like, hey, unpack those boxes, stock those shelves. When I was a server, it's like give people, the key messaging on all the dishes and all that sort of stuff. And I've never had creative control over what I did. But here I do, and I absolutely love that. And then more specifically with what I do is helping people. Like, I am making a difference in people's lives. And I always read the comments for these videos, and people share different messages about how I've helped them with just, coming up with different recipes, or losing weight, or moving to a vegan diet, or whatever. That is so huge for me. And then when we were at the vegan campout, I had so many people coming up to me and just sharing short stories about how their health has improved since they've started following me and following my advice and the different meals that I make and that sort of thing. That is like the most rewarding thing ever. So yeah, those are my favorite things about being an influencer.
Speaking of the vegan campout, there's actually a question about that. Someone asked, are you coming back to the UK for a vegan campout next year? I missed you this year.
Aw, I don't know, why did you miss me? Were you there? I mean, I was like all over the place. I was there the entire time. I spoke on the main stage, so maybe you just didn't go this year. They don't invite the same content creators 2 years in a row, so I'm not likely to be there next year, but hopefully in 2 years from now, I get invited back. And if they put out like a survey, or they ask for what people you want to see there, definitely put my name down, because I am so interested in going. I had an absolute blast last time.
It was the best.
Yeah, it really was.
There's another one actually about travel.
Okay.
Someone asked, I really enjoy travel content. When is the next time you'll be traveling again? That's a great question.
Yeah, it's so fun to film the travel videos, because not only we get to document our adventures and we get to look back on them later, it's really fun to like try and give people the same feeling that we get when we're at a certain place through the screen. So I absolutely love doing it. But next time we're traveling, I don't know, we don't really have anything planned. Maybe 2 years at the vegan campout, but I am going to LA to meet up with the Veg Nutrition team in October. I think it's October 3rd to 6th, and there will be like a public event happening there during that time as well. All right, move to the next spot, or keep walking. The next question. Ooh.
Sounds good. This one is to do with nutrition, so all the next questions are nutrition related.
All right.
So someone asked, what breaks a fast? Lemon water, black tea or coffee with a plant-based creamer?
When you saw PB, did you think it was peanut butter?
I did see, I almost said, that's why I stumbled a little bit. I was going to say with peanut butter creamer, and I was like, wait, that actually kind of sounds good.
I know. People are doing like that bulletproof coffee with coconut oil, but we're doing it with peanut butter,
I would try it. I would try it. Anything with peanut butter's got to be good.
So generally, if you stay under 30 to 40 calories when you're in a fasted state, you will still get many of the benefits that you get from fasting. And that's mostly like the fat burning benefit. So if you go over that 30 to 40 calories or consume something that spikes your blood sugar, like sugar during that time, then what happens is autophagy is reduced. And autophagy is like our cells recycling system. And what it does is it allows our cells to discard any dysfunctional or unwanted parts of cells so that they function more optimally. So you want to have nothing if you want to keep autophagy going, but if you're just looking for like the benefits as far as, like I said, like fat burning and that sort of stuff, if you stay under 30, 40 calories, calories, you should be fine. So a black coffee with some plant-based milk, unsweetened of course, you're probably gonna be fine. If you have some sugar in that or some peanut butter, maybe not, because that's definitely gonna be over that 30 to 40 calories. If you have some lemon water, like a quarter to half a lemon is gonna be like 5 to 10, 15 calories at most. So I don't think that would be enough to really like break a fast, but it's obviously like, you know, a bit of a sliding scale. So yeah, that's that, the best that I can explain it. Next question.
Okay, just maybe we can get off this
Oh, yeah.
treacherous rock that I'm standing on. All right. This is a spicy question.
Okay.
You use test boosters, question mark? What are some good herbal test boosters? And I think they mean testosterone.
So yes, test boosters are always a hot topic in sports supplement nutrition kind of stuff, and to be honest with you, they don't really work. Like, they don't really do much of anything. I don't take any currently other than maca. I do have maca sometimes, but that doesn't really increase your testosterone. It will increase your libido a little bit. It'll give you a little bit more like vigor, tiny bit more of that chi, that energy. The same goes for like tribulus. And there's a bunch out there as well. There's like Testosterone, there's also Tonkat Ali. And if these do anything, it's gonna be such a small amount. And really you have to get out of the physiological range, so like not natty, in order to notice any noticeable differences. So
Yeah.
it's just, I honestly think for the most part, it's a waste of money. If you wanna increase your libido, tribulus can really help with that. Same with maca. But as far as the other things go, I definitely don't think it's worth the time or the money. And a lot of these supplements, you know, they're not great quality either. You're definitely best off to maximize your sleep, keep your stress down, obviously eat well, and lift heavy and lift hard. That's really what's gonna get you those results. Unfortunately, there aren't too many shortcuts.
Next question is, I've been told not to add bananas and berries in a smoothie as banana reduces the benefits of the berries. So I think what they mean is not to add the banana to a berry smoothie, which is really interesting because I think you made a video on that.
I did. Okay, this looks cheesy, eh?
A little bit.
All right, okay. Kind of wanted this tree to be in it though, I really like it. Okay. If I'm here, it's good enough. So this person is referring to a study that was done not too long ago, and the researchers tested to see if the enzyme polyphenol oxidase, which is very high in bananas, it's high in like apples as well, and it's basically the enzyme that makes fruit brown. They wanted to see if that reduced the amount of antioxidants that we have circulating in our body when we have something like a berry smoothie. So as Crystal mentioned, I do have a video on this that goes in depth with it. So if you wanted to learn more about this, definitely check it out. But yeah, it's true. I mean, at least in this study, the researchers found that the people that consumed the banana smoothies with a certain amount of polyphenols, like flavonoids, whatever, in there, compared to the people that didn't have bananas in the smoothies with the same amount of polyphenols and flavonoids, had 80% or so less circulating in their body. So it's definitely a significant amount. It doesn't make having a banana and berry smoothie bad for you by any means, and you're still getting some antioxidants from it, but no, you're not getting as much as if you just had a berry smoothie on its own, or like what I've been doing lately is having like berries and frozen mango together. Frozen mango is a great substitute for bananas in a smoothie because not only does it help like thicken the smoothie, but it also is very calorie dense, just like bananas are. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But if I want to have like a berry and banana smoothie, I don't shy away from it. I still do have it. However, it has made me a little bit more conscious because berries are expensive, and in this economy, I want to be getting the most amount of antioxidants out of my berries as I can.
What's your macro split and what supplements do you take?
My macro split, 100% protein. There is no split, protein. So my macro split, I don't exactly know because I don't track, but whenever I have tracked in the past, it generally averages out to be about 70% carbs, 15% fat, 15% protein. I like my carbs. Doesn't make you fat.
What supplements do you take?
Oh yeah, supplements that I take Testosterone, Tribulus, Tonkat Ali.
Oh my God.
So supplements I take, well, I definitely consume protein powder. I love having protein powder in my smoothie after my workout, or else it would be like a very large percentage of just like carbohydrates and not much protein. So I like to add a scoop or scoop and a half of that to it, which I use Nutrition protein powder. Vanilla is my absolute favorite. I do have a discount code in the description box down below, Derek15 for 15% off, and creatine as well, which they also have, and then a multivitamin that is also from veg, but this is actually such a sweet multivitamin. And the reason being is because it's specifically aimed at vegans. So it contains your vitamin D3, which is a vegan-friendly D3 because not all are, if you know, and then also has some omega-3s in it, and then also B12. And I like it because the B12 isn't like this super high, like gnarly dose, like 1,000 micrograms or 2,000 micrograms, or whoa, because some companies just get carried away because it looks better on the bottle. But no, this is like just a really nice amount because if I consume too much, it actually gives me like some skin problems like acne, and that actually happens with a lot of people. So anyways, so it's actually a really great product. I'm not just like, you know, just promoting it because I work with them. It actually is a really awesome product, and I would use it even if I didn't.
So you were just speaking about creatine?
Yes.
And someone asked, what are your thoughts on creatine?
So I'm a big fan of creatine. It is extremely helpful for athletes especially. So it'll help with like strength and recovery. It'll help reduce your chances of getting injuries because it actually helps to hydrate the muscle, so you're less likely to like strain and pull things and also get cramps. So I'm a big fan of it, and there's also like new evidence coming out about it being healthy for your brain and helping to reduce your chances of age-related brain conditions. Like,
Are you having one right now?
I know.
No.
I'm thinking really hard on this. I'm like actually hot. I'm thinking so hard. Like Parkinson's, ALS, dementia, Alzheimer's. So yeah, definitely good for that. Also good for blood sugar control too. So there's a lot of reasons to take it. It's extremely safe, and it's the most well-studied sports supplement. And vegans are actually more likely to notice the beneficial effects from it because we don't get any from our diet. We do make enough endogenously, like in our bodies, to perform all the functions that we need, like in order to build muscle, to be strong and that sort of stuff. But it definitely is a performance aid. So you can take it to, you know, increase your performance, your muscle building and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, for vegans, you might even get some more gains from it.
So what would the typical dosing be for a male that goes to the gym and wants to work out and see the benefits?
5 grams is the general dosage. But of course that is for like a full-sized male, you know? So if you're like a smaller person like I am, you could probably take a little bit less and get away with it. You'll notice a lot of companies like try and promote this like loading phase, and you could take like 15 or 20 grams for the first few weeks or the first month or whatever, you know, see the benefits quicker. And that might be true, but in the long run, you're not going to notice any difference if you just take that like 5 grams per day. And that's the way that I've always done it, and I've always got good benefits from it.
So should women take like the same amount, or should we have like a lesser amount?
So is this one of the questions?
Yeah, this is one of the questions. Someone asked what is the amount that a woman should take,
right,
of creatine.
So it's more on like body weight than it is male or female. But I think the numbers are generally like 0.03 to 0.05 grams per kilogram of body weight. So for me, I checked that out before we came on this walk, and it's about 3.45 grams of creatine, and I'm a 155-pound male. Of course, I'm mixing pounds and kilograms because we're like Canadian, but I'm like, what is it, 69 kilograms? 69. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's move on to the next
All right.
questions. I think the next question is actually about calcium.
Oh,
How
cool.
do you get enough calcium as a vegan?
So I don't track my calcium, and I don't worry about it too much. Like the most important thing for bone density is to be exercising, stressing your bones, like telling them that they need to be strong through impact related exercise like running and jogging, and then also resistance training too, and that's going to keep your bones like nice and strong. Vitamin D3, K2 obviously play a role in it, and so does some other minerals, but like yeah, that's the main thing.
I've noticed that Canada and the US has really high recommendations for calcium. It's like upwards of 1,200 milligrams a day.
Yeah.
But in the UK, the RDI is much lower.
Yeah, exactly. So in Canada and the US, I think it's like between 1,000 and 1,300 milligrams of calcium per day. And it's hard to hit those numbers if you're not drinking milk. So I wonder if that has any influence on it. I'm not saying anything, but in the UK, yeah, it's like 700 milligrams per day is the recommended daily intake. Honestly, if you look at the countries that have the lowest rates of hip fractures, they're not the ones consuming the most amount of calcium. And if you look at the countries that are consuming the most amount of calcium, the number, you know, through like dairy is the big one in North America especially, we have, you know, pretty high rates of hip fracture.
So it's important to eat it and get, you know, and get like good sources of it in your diet.
Exactly.
But it's also most important to like work out, resistance train.
Exactly.
Get that into your bones.
Yeah, use it or you'll lose it, right? I do have a video all about the best sources of calcium on a plant-based diet, and I talk about the different like absorption rates as well. So definitely check out that video. I will link that down below too.
It's so beautiful in here.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, this like wall of ferns is just amazing for me.
So the next few questions in the Q&A are actually geared towards more workout stuff, like general workout questions. So the first one is pull-ups. How to go from 0 to 3.
Nice. Okay. All right, sweet. I love this question because pull-ups are the absolute king. They are so good for your upper body, for helping with like posture and just like getting stronger, good for grip strength, good for your biceps, and obviously like your back and everything else. And all you need is like a pull-up bar or a tree limb or whatever you got. So getting your first few pull-ups is not easy. So don't be discouraged. It's definitely a very difficult thing to do, but like I said, it'll benefit you so greatly, and you'll just keep adding more and more pull-ups on as you go. So the tips I'm gonna give are gonna help you get from 0 to 3, but it'll also help if you're trying to get from 3 to 5 or 5 to 10. So if you can't do any at all, you wanna get comfortable hanging on the bar. And that's a big one, just like get comfortable hanging because you need a good grip strength. And then after that, what you can do is you can do negatives, or the eccentric part of the movement. And I demonstrated this at the gym here today, where I set up the Smith machine and I put the bar just a little bit above my head, and then you grab the bar and then you jump, and you pull yourself so your chin's over the bar, and then you slowly let yourself down. You really want to let yourself down really slowly, and then go to a dead hang at the bottom before you put your feet down again. So that's one method. And then another is to use a resistance band. So the thicker or the stronger the resistance band, the easier it's gonna be. But yeah, you just put this around the bar and then put your feet through it and do some pull-ups like this. So you want a resistance band that is the right amount for you. Like, you don't want it to be where it's just like wanting to fling you through the roof where you don't have to really try at all. But you also don't want one that's so weak where you can barely do, you know, 1 or 2 or 3. You're really trying to increase your reps. So definitely want to get at least 5, maybe 7, even 10 out. So you definitely do have to be consistent with it. Like, don't think that you're going to be able to just do it like 1 or 2 times and all of a sudden you're going to be able to do like 5 pull-ups. It takes a long time to build up your pull-up reps. So just stay with it, and before you know it, you'll be like good and strong and be able to do more. Another fitness question?
Next question. Are you gonna learn free running parkour backflip? So I don't really know. I think free running and parkour are like similar things, but a backflip, can you do a backflip?
So yeah, I don't do really any free running or parkour, but I can do a backflip, and I'll put some clips in right here. These are on a spring floor, so I know it helps a little bit, but it's not like a trampoline. It's mainly just to kind of like take the edge off so you don't think you're gonna just like mash your neck into the ground. I'd love to just bust one out right here in the forest, but I don't think I could do it. But I definitely can do a backflip, and I think on like grass, I could probably do it as well.
So the next question is, I'm 40. I'd like to start working out or getting fit, and I have no idea how to begin. Do you have any advice?
So you're my age, that's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely you want to start doing something that you like and just get active. You don't have to like all of a sudden become like an Olympic power lifter or anything like that. If you love, you know, walking, maybe try jogging a little bit around the block. If you love bike riding, try doing that. But if you want to try to start going to the gym, what I like to recommend is that you get a trainer, right, Crystal? Mm-hmm. And I think that can be really helpful for people, not only to overcome sort of like the fear of going to the gym on your own, because you're going to have someone like telling you what to do, but it'll also create like, you know, healthy habits and help you to work out injury-free and get a good program going. So you don't have to do it forever, but definitely for the first little bit, I think it's extremely helpful.
That was a really good answer, because the next question and our last question of the Q&A, which we've had so much fun, I feel like we could do this forever. But the last question is actually, I'm new to the gym and I'm really nervous. Do you have any advice? And we as gym goers love seeing new people. And
Yes.
everyone we know who is like an avid gym person loves seeing new people. So although you probably think that people are going to judge you for being a new person, we absolutely love it, especially community-based gyms.
Yes.
Our gym is a community-based gym. We don't go to like a big name gym, which those are great as well. But I feel like the community-based ones, like the mom and pop gyms or
Yes.
the hole in the wall places, are very, very welcoming. I don't know if you have anything like else to add, but
No,
you gotta start, and we love it.
Yeah, just start. Like, who cares? Don't let anything like, judgment of others or whatever discourage you, because yeah, generally people are at the gym just like doing their own thing. They're not paying attention to what other people are doing. They're not trying to like criticize or judge anyone else. And for someone that does go to the gym consistently, like myself and like Crystal, yeah, like she said, we love seeing when new people are at the gym. And when I see someone who's like new and maybe, struggling through a workout, or, who's a little bit shy to be there, it motivates me more than it does when I just see like my buddies that go to the gym every day and it's like part of the routine, because I know how easy it is for them, but I know how difficult it is to start something new. And so just, like I said, try not to be discouraged by judgment of others. And then also, if you really want, get a trainer for just a few sessions, and I think it'll really help you. They'll able to show you how to use the machines and kind of give you some like gym etiquette kind of stuff and that sort of thing, which, I mean, there isn't a lot. I'm not trying to like make you nervous, but it's sometimes you want to know like how to use a machine before you like stumble around with it. But you could also ask other people at the gym as well. And I'm like always willing to help. I try not to be that guy that's like offering unsolicited advice, but if anyone's there, I see them like struggling to like adjust a machine the right way, I always say something like, hey, just so you know, like, I've made every mistake there is in this gym, or like I've made this mistake before, and like let me show you how to adjust this machine properly. But I'll never give anyone tips on like form or anything like that when they haven't asked me. And I think most people are like that.
I love when someone asks like, hey, how do you use this? Or hey, that's a new machine, have you used it yet? And like, show me how to use it. And I'm like, come on over. And I love that, and I think a lot of people do. Yeah.
I think that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to us ramble and answer some questions. I love helping, and that's why I do what I do here. So answering questions like this directly from you, my audience, is always so rewarding. So thank you everyone who took the time to ask some questions. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments section down below, and maybe I can start doing more Q&As like this. I know we do like the lives every once in a while, but it's kind of nice to do these ones that are a little bit more curated and focused. Well, I don't know about that, but I think I'm gonna jump in the water. So I'm not gonna say goodbye to you guys yet. I think it'd be fun to bring you along for that. Might as well. Summer's almost over.
Oh my goodness, really? You
yeah,
think?
It's nice and warm out. I might as well. Woo! Oh yeah. So fun. All right, so that's it for the video. That was a pretty fun ending. Man, that was so refreshing. It felt so good. Don't know how many more times I'm going to be able to do that this summer because it's getting a bit cooler. So anyways, that was nice. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, put them in the comment section down below, and I'll try and get to them in a future video. So like and subscribe and all that. Thank you, Crystal, for helping. Always nice having you in the vlogs or the videos. All right, bye-bye. Here's some other videos of mine that I think you might like, and if you're looking for some delicious and healthy plant-based recipes, check out my new recipe ebook, Easy Vegan Comfort Meals. It contains over 60 plant-based recipes, lots of delicious sauces that I know you're gonna love. Thanks for watching, and thanks for the support.